What would you do if you lost your leg? Around 7000 BC, the legendary Indian warrior Queen Vishpala lost her leg in battle. An iron leg was forged for her so she could fight once more and continue on her road to victory. Unfortunately, a leg of iron can be quite a liability, so she probably didn't get far. Prosthetics have advanced since then, but similar examples have been discovered through the ages. These include wooden toes from ancient Egypt, artificial hands from the Dark Ages, and of course the classic pirate peg legs and hooks for hands. Prosthetics from the past were mainly used by amputees to allow them to return to battle, though their effectiveness may have been questionable. A parallel we often hear about in today's world is the use of advanced prosthetics in modern-day military personnel. Thanks to current technology, approximately 16.5% of military amputees return to active duty.
Prosthetics play a major role in sports, enabling amputees to take part in intense and competitive sport. There are also applications in both medicine and healthcare, where prosthetics are playing a greater and more vital role. The applications go as far as replacing damaged tissues and organs, as well as helping to treat neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Artificial organs have the potential to save many lives, since over 6% of patients on waiting lists for transplants in the UK died while waiting. As you can see, the need for an alternative to organ donation is quite necessary. Some Harvard scientists have developed a synthetic spleen that can filter out more than 90% of bacteria from the blood. This could play a key role in the treatment of Ebola and sepsis, as well as help immunodeficient people. On a similar note, artificial hearts that were developed as a temporary solution between waiting and transplant are now being developed to be a permanent fix.
One common variation of an artificial organ is a dialysis machine. Currently, over 40,000 people in the UK suffer from kidney failure, and half of these use dialysis machines, while the other half are on a transplant waiting list. One type is hemodialysis, which involves passing blood through a series of tubes which separates it from the dialysis fluid via a partially permeable membrane. This allows the removal of harmful waste material that would otherwise build up, as well as the uptake of necessary molecules. There are, however, disadvantages. Although dialysis ensures the survival of an individual, it does require 3 4-hour sessions each week using expensive, specialised machinery. Artificial body parts are generally quite expensive. There are waiting lists, and the availability is another concern. A slightly more recent cost-effective treatment for faulty organs comes with recent developments in 3D printing technology. Stem cells are at the forefront of medical research due to their totipotency, the ability to differentiate into any kind of cell within the body. 3D printing is a relatively cheap means of catalysing the process of artificial organ production. A recent breakthrough discovered by Harvard scientists has allowed them to successfully interlace tissues with blood vessels, opening up many possibilities, one being the creation of coronary arteries that can be used during coronary artery bypass. This also allows for more faithful engineering of artificial organs.
With all the possibilities that biological engineering provides, there are several issues that come with it. One example is that if technology in bionics and prosthetics advances to a level such that artificial organs and limbs can outperform their biological counterparts, a situation could arise where healthy, able-bodied people are willing to sacrifice parts of their own anatomy for a Pimp My Ride style upgrade. This could give rise to large corporations that cater to markets for arguably unethical bionic customization. With the development of advanced prosthetics and artificial organs, a common yet far-fetched concern is that humans versus robots conflict could occur in the future. However, a more realistic and imminent problem that we face with advanced prosthetics is their connectivity to mobile devices, and by extension of the internet, this opens doors for hackers and terrorists. A recent example is the artificial insulin pump that is controlled by a mobile device, an iBionic. Hackers have already created software that can raise insulin doses to lethal levels in these devices. As this technology advances, we might find ourselves slowly handing over our biological abilities to survive to technologies vulnerable to malicious manipulation. How far do we want this to go? Are we ready to hand over bodily control to complete strangers?